Guys, as usual, TVC has a finger on the pulse, and if it's trending, we are definitely going to be talking about it on here. In our first story, a federal high court in Lagos has ordered the final forfeiture of 1.1 billion naira, £35,000 and $392,000 seized from one Muiz Tijani Adeyinka, a former First Bank of Nigeria employee. Now, Mr. Adeyinka exploited his position to manipulate settlement accounts and fabricated fake domiciliary inflows, transferring the naira equivalent to himself and associates. Now, since the funds rightfully belong to First Bank, the federal government is expected to return the money to the institution. I was particularly interested in this story because I think we hear about government officials and government institutions engaging in fraudulent activities, but I want it to be clear that this is also prevalent in private institutions. Let's take a look at some social commentary. The EFCC was involved and is handling that case. Truly Niger says, EFCC, thank you. This man should be punished well because it is ordinary Nigerians' money on transit, which may not be covered by Nigerian deposit insurance. Comrade Olajide says, how can one person steal this much? Perhaps you would have liked 10 people to be stealing this money. Sahito said, all these proceeds should be published monthly before another person will start stealing from it. I agree. There should be transparency throughout this entire process. It's very scary. Just last month, I reported Moneypoint Bank. There was a hack in their system, and this same thing went down. So I hope that these banks are really taking security seriously. In our next story, a Lagos businesswoman has stirred an intense online conversation after revealing that 2 nannies she interviewed in the span of just 1 week tested HIV positive. Now, her post has raised mixed reactions, with some accusing her of stigmatization, while others saw it as an effort to raise public awareness on health screenings for domestic workers. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Public health concern or unnecessary discrimination? Let's take a look at the post that got everyone talking. She posted this. She said, I can categorically tell you that most nannies or house helps in Lagos are HIV positive. That's a generalization, I will say. Having interviewed and searched the bag of 2 different nannies brought to my house to resume work in less than a week. One girl was from Cross River and another was from Jos. I found these medicines below, and these are antiviral medications that she posted. I think it's a generalization to say that almost all the nannies in Lagos are HIV positive. But let's take some social commentary. What do you guys think? It's not about me. Rosie's Kitchen commented, always do general tests on your maids before you employ them. Jella Holmes had this to say, all of you saying HIV isn't this, HIV isn't that. Are you saying you allow someone with HIV attend to your kids? Do we have some more social commentary? Sulicious tweeted, because you saw 2 of them doesn't mean they are all the same. Rest, Jare. He told you. Kelvin said, this is the highest form of stigmatization. I'm not HIV positive, but we must be compassionate and show empathy. Now this story, Alexis T said, true, those measures are very necessary. Staff that are likely to share sharp household objects. This story is very, very timely because just yesterday the Nigerian government announced that they would be releasing the sum of 4.5 billion naira for HIV treatment packs. And so this is very, very timely. The conversation about HIV is still very much ongoing. Curious to hear what you guys think about this.
All right, for me, I think that we are being sentimental about this whole matter, or we are just being emotional about this matter. She just decided to raise awareness. You need to hear stories. Then you will know where she's coming from. She discovered something and she decided to bring it on social media to create awareness that when you are getting house help, take the necessary steps of testing them before you employ them to do whatever it is. It is not stigmatization. It is awareness, people. It is awareness. There's been so many stories. We have seen videos and we have raised concerns about certain things. So I do not see it as stigmatization. I see it as raising awareness from my point of view.
Now, from the first story you read, the guy that pilfered, from the company, what's it called, the banking institution's account.
Absolutely.
It goes to show how much we have, because this kind of person will also be, must have been saying that, yeah, we have very bad people in government, corrupt politicians and all of that. And then he's an example. And people have been saying those who are in power, those who are outside, accusing those who are in power of corruption, they are also corrupt people lying in wait, because if they get in, they will also have, that doesn't mean that everyone is corrupt, doesn't mean that people don't do the right thing. But we've seen stories of so many bank employees who are stolen from customers, stolen from the bank, and some of them even jackpot with some of this money. So most of them have been arrested, and it's kudos to the court ruling on this, and the guy has to be brought to justice. The second story, it depends on the tone.
We don't have time for the second story. She needs to quickly go now for this other story that she needs to take. Yeah.
Ibrahim, I was coming for you.